The girls are generally standing around in stilettos because they can't possibly wear anything but stilettos, white stilettos of course, and by the time they're completely wasted, drunk, off their faces, they're actually falling down and breaking their ankles. We know somebody else like that, don't we, Doc?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, right. With no further ado, please, I'd like you to put your hands together for our third comedian this evening. You probably know her. She is going to slow down and talk a little bit less fast this evening. Please put your hands together for the lady from Ireland, Fagan.
That's my mama. Yeah, you can actually tell them they're English tourists as well because they're all in Irish pubs drunk. That's another way of telling. Yeah, I have a few stories for you here tonight. Gonna go right in there, get you a few laughs ideas. Back home in Ireland, I have a friend of mine. She had a daughter. She was about 3 years old. Well, not my friend, the daughter. And she went up to her mom just after play school one day and she says, "Mummy." And she's like, "Oh my God, what is she going to do now?" You just know when small kids come up to you and go, "Mommy," there's a question there you just don't want to answer. "Mommy, was I in your belly?" And she's like, "Well, yeah, of course you were. You're right here." I said, "So I was in your belly when I was small?" And she's like, "Yeah, oh, you were in here and it was so cute and I could feel you kicking and you know." And the mother was oozing love for her child, you know, oozing affection, and you know, she's talking about so much love that she could feel her feet, and she was playing with her feet when she was pregnant and all this. And the kid was like freaked out. Look, she's like, "Mommy, why did you eat me?" Kids, you just gotta love them, you know. I love that story. It's like my niece as well. She had to write a letter in school with her homework to write something about her grandparents. And my niece, she has her dad, but she's a stepdad now as well, so she's 3 grandparents. It was very cute. She wrote in the letter, "My grandparents, I love my grandparents." No, but how did it go again? I'm trying to think of this now. She says, oh shit, I can't remember now. It was funny though. It was really cute. Yeah. So we're going to have to write that down again. Back in 2001, was it when the Euro came in? Was it 2001?
Yes.
That's 10 years now. Jesus. Yeah, but we had a supermarket back in Ireland. And I was working in the supermarket and we were like the local bank. You know, we're a small village in the west of Ireland. We only had 3 pubs, so for Ireland that's really small if you only have 3 pubs. And the supermarket, so people used to come in with the pounds back then and we change it. So it was £1 and you get 127 euros. So the Irish thought this was fucking great. I'm getting more money for my money. They came in with all their money, like, oh, you know, change it to euros, change it to euros. Oh my God, this is great, I'm getting more money for my money. It's just stupid, really. But we had one guy, his name was John Joe. He's about 60. Well, he's dead now, but he was back then. And he's an Irish farmer. Not that would explain that he's dead now, but he's Irish, so he was a drunk, so he's dead now. But he came in and it took us weeks to explain to this guy what the euro was. And he came in the first time and we were giving him more money and he was like, oh my God, this is great, you know, I'll come back and bring back my pounds and change it. We're like, yeah, John Joe, it's no problem, you know, we have 3 weeks to change it, I think it took. And so 3 weeks later he had more change in his pockets, you know, the euro kind of came around with different euros, you know, from France and Spain or whatever. So he came in one day and he put the money on the, I said it was 3.48 or whatever it was, for his pound of butter and his bread because that's all he lived on. And
that's why he's dead.
That's why he's dead, yeah. And cat food. That's disgusting, Dad. He did have a cat, okay? Okay, shut up now, it's my joke, okay? If you want to tell jokes, come up here. So anyway, I said it was 3.48, so he put the euros on the counter and he started messing with them. I said, John, what are you doing? He says, well, I'm just getting the money together like for you now. I was like, okay, that's grand. I kept looking at him. Oh my God, it was so funny. He kept turning around the euros. Sure, where is that from? I said, that's Italy. Sure, Jesus, I will never go there. And put it to the side. Next one, where is that from? That's from France. But jeez, sure, I'll never go there. Jeez, sure, I've never left Ireland. Sure, I can't even swim. You know, I was like, that's a great explanation that you never leave the country because you can't swim. You know, there's boats and there's planes and stuff. He's fucking crazy, that guy. Yeah, so that's that joke gone. One second now. I didn't write it down. Thanks. That's great, yeah. Right, so I moved back to Germany about 4 years ago now. And it took some getting used to over here because the Irish week is completely different. The German week is like, you know, Monday you work, Tuesday you work, Wednesday they work, you know, Thursday they fucking work, like it's so boring, and Friday they work too, Saturday they might have a beer, and Sunday they kind of prepare for working on Monday again, you know, and it really is like, you know, we Irish, we're a bit different that way. Our week is something like this. Well, no, actually, it was like this. Mondays, you have a pint just to get into that week, you know, to get the feel for the week. Tuesday, I just choose to drink, so that was my excuse really. Wednesday, well, that's the middle of the week, so you're kind of happy you kind of got through, so you have another beer in the bar. Thursday was more of a tradition. That was the tremendous Thursday. We always had a session. Friday, well, fuck, it's the start of the weekend, so you celebrate, you know. And Saturday, there was no excuse, you just drink, because that's what we do. And Sunday, it had to be the cure to get over your hangover, and then get right back into Mondays, you know. So I'm not an alcoholic, I'm just fucking Irish. You know, that's the way it is, like, you know. So this year in Germany, I was persuaded by a friend of mine. Well, maybe she's not a friend anymore, but to do Lent. And I was like, yeah, I'll do Lent. And she says, are you really going to do Lent? And I says, yes, I will do Lent. And she says, all right, okay, if you're going to do it, I will give you 2 jokers. And I was like, okay, I can work with that, you know. 3 weeks, have a night out, another 3 weeks, have another night out. Perfect. Easter, super, session. So I've used 8 of my 2 jokers, so I think I'm out. I think I really am out. It's just not worth it, you know. So she might not be my friend anymore, but that's okay, you know. Because Irish people without alcohol is like a Japanese without a camera. It just doesn't work, you know. Even for 6 weeks, you know, people are like, oh, will you please drink? You're fucking boring. I think, okay, you know. Especially my karaoke people, you know. I always have to have a drink when I'm doing karaoke because otherwise they're like, you're not funny. So I could be funny, you know. I drank 3 Jägermeister. See that? I wanted to say 3 Red Bull actually. I'll actually have a Jägermeister Red Bull after this. That's great. So I work in a phone shop, and you always have stupid customers, really. Well, I have. My dad doesn't seem to, because we work together, and they always come to me. It's crazy. We have E+ base, you know, E+ base, it's the green, you know, and there's a big massive sign behind the salesperson that says E+ base, or FCIK me, which is kind of cool too. And you don't realise how many customers I have come in, and they're like, so, are you the Vodafone shop? I was like, no, I'm not. I'm E+ base, and they're like, oh right, okay. So can you do a Vertragsverlängerung for Vodafone? I was like, no, I can't. I'm not Vodafone. I'm E+. They're like, oh right, okay. Well, could you talk to me about the tariffs? And I was like, for which ones now? E+ or Vodafone? No, I'm Vodafone. I said, no, you have to go to fucking Vodafone shop. After the 3rd customer, I swear to God, he came in with 2 SIM packs with Vodafone. And I was just like, oh my God, this is it now, you know, just lay it on me. And I let him talk for about 5 minutes about Vodafone and that he wanted to do this and that, whatever. And I just got so sick, actually, I can't believe I actually done it. I was like, stop. And he was like, and I was like, I actually slammed the sign. I was like, E+ base, Vodafone, go. And he was like, okay, sorry. So last week I had a super stupid customer, which is funny because I can talk about him now, it's great. I hope you're not here. He came into the shop, and in the shop I have a table with all phones and stuff. And he was like, so, talk to me about this phone. And I was like, yeah, well, it's a standard phone. You use it for SMS and telephone. And he's like, oh, okay, cool. And I said, well, it's a camera as well. There's a camera in it. And he's like, really? There's a camera? I said, yes, there's a 1.3 megapixel camera on this phone. And he kind of looked at us really, and he picked it up and he's like, and this actually really fucking happened, lads. So where do I put it in the film? And what did I do? I kept calm. And when he walked out, what was the first thing I done? I posted on Facebook. You got it, With people like that, you just have to. They're just so stupid. I had a customer come in one day, and we have a chemist right beside the shop. She wanted 100 milligram of something, and I was like, this is not a phone shop. This is a phone shop. This has happened so many times that I actually, get confused. I'm like, am I here or am I there? Where the fuck? What else do we have? Oh yeah, another guy. Actually, he thought he was so fucking smart. This guy comes in. He's about 27. Real cool dude. Has the new smartphone goes out, and he comes in and he's really mad. He's like, I done my connection and it's still not free. And daddy, he's getting really angry with me, like as if it's my fault that he's stupid. And I was like, well, what's the problem? And he says, well, the SIM card, it doesn't work, it keeps saying put in the SIM card. And I was like, okay, well, I'll ring up the hotline. And I was like, okay, wait, you're having a stupid customer week, check the phone. So I checked the phone and I took off the cover, I took out the battery, he put the SIM card in the wrong way. This is a 27-year-old, and when I told him, he was like, oh my god, I feel so fucking stupid. And I was like, you are. Crazy. But back to Ireland, because I started working in a phone shop about 7 years ago in Ireland, and that's when the 3510 Nokia, do you remember the old ones? Yeah, he didn't have even coloured display and all that kind of stuff. And I had a customer come in and says, my phone doesn't work anymore. I was like, okay, well, we'll check it out. He says, yeah, no, it's not, it doesn't, there's nothing, I can't do anything with it, it won't turn on. So I tried to turn it on and nothing. And I was like, well, have you charged it? He says, yeah, I have credit in it. I said, no, did you charge it with the battery? You have to charge it? I was like, Jesus, it's not going to fucking run on its own, we're back in 98 back then. And another guy rings me up as well, and he's like, yeah, SIM card doesn't fit into the phone, what the fuck? And I was like, well, whoa, what the fuck? Like this, in Ireland, they actually talk like that. And I was like, well, what the fuck is your problem? Why isn't it working? He said, I don't know, the fucking thing won't fit. I said, well, where the fuck are you trying to put the fucking thing in? And he said, well, in the fucking phone. And I said, well, where? He said, well, I don't know, it's too big. I said, well, how big is it? Well, it's the size of a credit card. I was like, oh my god. You have to click it out, Click out. Bad. So I'm going to leave you with a joke because I was told by a comedian that that's what you have to do. So this joke is great because it's so true and it's so funny. And it goes like this. An Irishman walks out of a pub. Thank you.